The journey that changes everything begins now. Good morning, and thank you for joining me. I am the Willow. One of my favorite Sanskrit quotes says that to be liberated is in your own mind, and it was explained in the Yoga Sutras as, if you feel bound, you are bound. If you feel liberated, you are liberated. Things outside neither bind nor liberate you, only your attitude does that. I think of this quote often. Have you ever told yourself, I can't do that? I just cannot make it happen. There's no way. I'm trapped. But are you really? Or is it all in your mind? As Viktor Frankl chronicled his experiences as a concentration camp inmate, he spoke of the men who walked through the huts, comforting others, giving away their last piece of bread. They were few in number, but they offered proof that everything can be taken from you but one thing, the last of human freedoms. To choose one's attitude in any given situation, in any given circumstance, to choose one's own way. These men chose to be liberated, though they were held captive. And so, this is what yoga is, knowing that the outside world is based on your mental attitude. Free yourself now in these postures with me. From your easy pose or your diamond pose, reach your arms up and interlace your fingers together, bringing your two front fingers long and extended. Exhale, round out, reach forward, arms up, release. One more time. Place your hands anywhere along your legs and bring your right ear to your right shoulder and open up. You can let your left arm just hang down. As you exhale, release, and bring the left ear to the left shoulder and release the right arm. Come back to center. Inhale up and lock your thumbs. And bring your waist up and out. Open up your shoulders and just stay here for a moment. And gently release. Bring your chin down to your chest and just relax here. In our postures today, we're going to free our minds and our limitations. Inhale, rise to the center of your mat. Inhale up to the sky and widen your stance. Unlock your knees. Exhale, bring your arms down in front of you and rise up. Act as if you're holding an invisible sun with your hands. Grasp a hold and move the energy with me. Right now we're going to align our energy centers with some Tai Chi movement. Tai Chi movement is both balanced and circular. The Chi has no limitations. Chi is the universal life force we connect to through our breathing. In Tai Chi, there's something called a golden sun. Release the golden sun to your left and gently to the right. Keep moving your Tai Chi energy, and we'll be right back. Focus inward and realize that in your yoga practice, perfection is not the goal. Let self-acceptance take over. When you discover that loving yourself is one of the least selfish things you can do, you will love yourself fully. When you fill yourself up with love, you overflow with love for everyone else. Write down a list of things you love about yourself today. Think of them often. Welcome back. Keep moving with your Tai Chi energy and set your gaze to the hand that's leading at the top. Let everything soften and settle as you go. Find your own way, like a dance, and keep going. Fixate it on your mind. Hold the golden sun of energy. It's positive light. You can pivot your back toes up. My goal for you in your practice is to awaken you to your unlimited potential in your life. One more time, each side. And gently release. One deep breath. And meet me at the front of the mat. Rising again, bring in the golden sun. Rise to the top, sink into a chair pose, and bring the golden sun back in. And exhale. Walk your feet back and press into a freeing down dog. Have some fun with it here. You can bicycle the knees, open up, you can get longer with it, or shorten with it. Drive the heels down through the earth, and think of something that makes you feel free. Some things that make me feel free, even today. Every time I take my dog Lotus to the park, I swing. And he loves it because he runs around. And I just swing, and I feel so free and liberated. And then I jump out of the swing at the end. One of my favorite things to do. So think about something you might have lost from childhood that makes you feel so liberated and free. Inhale, bring your right leg up to the sky, keeping the hips square. And exhale, bring your knee to your nose and extend that leg straight up. 2 more times. Exhale it out and inhale straight up. And extend long. Press back into your downward dog and to your left. Lift your leg up to the sky and free your movement. Free yourself. 2 more times. And come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right foot in between your hands and extend your left leg long. Set your posture up. Energy moving from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Exhale, hinging forward at the hip and fall into your pose. Settle in and breathe. You might want to bring your mind to things that make you feel free in your life. Another one of mine is during traveling, when I choose to take the train. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's just to be on a train for hours with my music and looking out the window and just being in that moment. It's one of my favorite moments. So take that time when you're waiting or you're traveling or in transit, you're on an airplane, you're in a car. Just take that time of movement and transition to just feel liberated and have fun with it. Release back to downward facing dog. Curl your toes under and press through. Take a deep inhale, inflate the lungs like a balloon, and exhale and bring your left knee in between your hands, extend your right leg. Find your posture, elongate up and out of your hips, and fold forward and fall into it. Explore the posture here. Try to remain balanced and centered. It's liberating just to be alive, isn't it? It's just so liberating. We can run and dance, and I love that moment in Avatar where he falls into the other world where he doesn't have limitations in his legs. Imagine being paralyzed. He doesn't have limitations, and he realizes what it's like to just jump and dance and run free. So think about that for a moment, and I'll see you at the other side of the break. I missed you. Welcome back. From your pigeon pose, press back into downward facing dog. Walk or jump, feeling liberated. Look at the space between your legs. If you haven't tried it, try it right now with me. Rise up, transfer your weight, and settle softly as you can. It takes some time. Inhale, rise up to the sky, and exhale, weight in your heels for your chair pose. Bring your palms together and twist to the right. Open up. And unwind, release. You can take a moment. And other side. When I think of freedom and liberation, I think of how Michelangelo looked at a piece of stone and saw what he wanted to create when it was just a block of stone. He had the vision, and he felt liberated. Having a vision is a very freeing thing. Inhale, back up to center, and settle back into a chair pose. Bring your right foot back as far as you can, and rise up for a deep crescent pose. Get as deep as you like today. You can always drop the knee, but remain strong through your breath. Deep, intentional breaths, even. Beautiful. Release. Bring yourself back to downward dog. Press back for one breath. And as you exhale, bring the right foot up and rise to a deep crescent. And rise up, jump back to mountain. You might want to take a little jump, literally. Inhale up, bring the right foot all the way back. Warrior one, settle into your warrior. Extend out to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. And flow into extended side angle. Just feel free, just flow. And release. Come back to downward dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. And think about something you want to do this week that you haven't done in a while that feels liberating to you. Like maybe you haven't taken a bike ride in a while and just felt the wind and taken your own journey and explored where you live. It might be fun. So when you're ready, bring your right foot in between your hands. Rise up to warrior one. Exhale back, warrior two. Set your gaze to limitless horizons. Reverse your warrior. And release, flow. And exhale. Back to downward facing dog. Rise up to plank. And flow through low plank. Keep those elbows in. Rise to cobra and stay here. Just for a moment. And release. And using your upper body muscles, bring yourself up. Rib cage off the ground. And exhale down. Flow with your breath. Last time, and release. You can release your elbow down. And we're going to take our right foot into our hand and just bring it back. Opening up the quadricep muscle. It's very freeing. Our quadriceps work very hard for us in a day. We need to learn to appreciate them more. Holding on for one more breath. Exhale and release. Other side, bring the left knee bent and guide your foot back towards you. More freedom, more joy when we come back. The journey that changes everything has begun. Visit the Willow online through the website and social media. Also, email me anytime. Namaste. Welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed a freeing moment to yourself. Release your foot and with strength, fly forward, bringing your arms back. Begin to lift your feet and your head skyward, bringing your rib cage up off the earth. And hold. Breathe into it. Feel yourself rising and falling with your breathing. You can gently rock back and forth if you want to, feeling your strength here. And release both legs down to the ground. Bring your left knee out, just like this, opening up, and take a moment to rest. You can bring your knee as high or low as you want. And just opening up the leg, oxygenating the body at the same time, bringing nourishment to our cells, and freeing every organ with our intentional breathing here today. As you exhale, release that leg and bring your right out, opening up. Have some fun with it here. You can bring it high, but just rest and let it settle. On your next exhale, release, toes together, palms by your side, and press back into a restorative child's pose. And be free with your arms. They can be anywhere you want. And breathe. With each exhalation, try to bring your sacrum closer to your feet. Then on your next exhale, rise up. Walking to the front of the mat if you want to. Inhale up and exhale out to your sides. Staying just this way, relax your shoulders, and with a straight arm, bring your right arm around and look to the opposite way. And free your arm, open wide, other side. On an exhale, release, and gently hold your right elbow, bringing it forward and releasing your tricep here, freeing the upper body. And here, still be thinking of things that you love and that make you feel free. It could just be swimming in the ocean, just going for it. Or doing that thing you've been putting off for so long. And relax. Coming back, sitting. Rise up. Interlace your fingers back together and reach up one more time. Round out the back, exhale, and come forward back to our freeing sequence right here. And release 2 more times. Interlace the fingers. Bring them up. Round out, navel to spine, shoot forward, and rise up. Release. Fingers interlaced. Rise up. Round out. Shoot forward and back up. Release. Coming to a table position, extend your right arm and left leg out, and alternating with each breath, freeing the energy and opening up. 2 more times. And back to your easy diamond pose. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful day. I know you will. For more Whisperings with the Willow, go to thewillow.tv, Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. You are divine, you are tranquil, you are free.